Welcome to New Student Essential video series. I'm Manvinder. I'm an engineering student at UVic. I use she/her pronouns. I'm an international student who has fallen in love with this beautiful campus.
And my name is Rowan. I use he/him pronouns. I'm from Victoria and I'm doing an English honors undergraduate degree.
We are going to chat a bit more about how to build supportive, caring, and safer community as students at UVic.
We're glad you're here. University can be overwhelming, and finding spaces and communities that support our well-being is so important. As a first-year student, the most important thing I learned was that taking care of myself, including my health and my emotional well-being, was vital to showing up as a student, as a friend, and community member.
You're totally right, and that's such an awesome reminder because I know it can be hard to balance the business of life as well as the stress of university while we still have to remember to take care of ourselves. But there are so many resources available on the campus to make it easier.
We're going to share some of the ones that we've found helpful. You can always return to this video if you're in need of support. So where do we start when seeking care for ourselves on campus?
The Student Wellness Center? It is located just outside the ring road and it's a great place to start. It is hub for confidential healthcare, mental health support, and variety of amazing wellness resources on the campus. You can book online or in-person appointment to access the doctors, nurses, counselors, and spiritual care.
Right, it's definitely easier to prioritize my wellness when I can go to appointments on campus.
And there are a variety of health practitioners which are available on campus, such as dentists, pharmacists,
A registered massage therapist,
vision care.
acupuncturists, and chiropractors.
That's right. And all of them are located in Student Union Building, which we call SUB. The Gender Empowerment Center, Anti-Violence Project, the Pride Collective, they've also started supplying free HIV rapid test kits.
Also, a big shout out to the Harm Reduction Center, run through the Student Wellness Center, where everyone can access overdose prevention and safer use supplies, drug testing strips, and more. These can be accessed anonymously and for free.
Adding to that, they also have free naloxone overdose prevention training available on the campus. I think it's definitely a handy tool to have to make sure your friends and community is safe.
I've also found a lot of programs at the Multi-Faith Center. It's an on-campus space that can provide one-on-one spiritual support, as well as free weekly events and programs. I've really liked connecting with other students through spirituality. You don't have to be a member of a faith community to attend their programs.
So adding to that, they also have a Support Connect program, which is offered through Wellness Center. And I think it's an incredibly beneficial resource to manage your emotional wellness on the campus.
I've heard that mentioned, but I haven't used it myself. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, sure. It's free mental health support where students can access 24/7, real-time, immediate, and confidential support by call or by chat. And the best part is being able to request someone who you feel is relevant to your experiences and your identities. It's not just a counseling. It also provides peer-to-peer support and a ton of many resources available.
Speaking of talking things out with someone, I also really love the Peer Support Center in the SUB. They offer drop-in hours and can talk to and connect with other students for emotional as well as academic support.
Another great place to focus on your wellness and meet new people on the campus is Center for Athletics, Recreation and Special Abilities, which we call CARSA. And CARSA is home to WIC's, our varieties sports team.
I'm glad I tried out the optional gym pass at CARSA. There's an amazing weight room, and I love taking group classes, especially spin and yoga classes. I've also been able to try rock climbing for the first time.
That's awesome. I've been checking out their drop-in sports, which anyone can sign up for. And there are a variety of sports available to try, and they run every night of the week. I have tried badminton and tennis, and I've made a lot of new friends here.
Vikes also put on free and fun events throughout the fall and winter terms, like the Holy Color Run that happens every April.
I love Holi. I grew up playing Holi. Another great way to meet new people on the campus is through Global Community, which is run by International Center for Students. They host loads of socializing events year-round, and they have an amazing mentorship and conversation partner program. And all of these programs are available for both international and domestic students. Now that we have explored some of the different spaces on the campus, I think it's important to chat a little bit about how to build a positive, accountable, and fun community while we are here.
Just as we all learned how to enter a space respectfully, it's important to do the same when you enter new relationships.
That is absolutely right. All of us share a responsibility to honor, respect every member of our campus community. Sometimes it can be difficult because of communication gap, language barriers, and actions can mean different to different people. That is why practicing consent is very important.
We live in a world influenced by multiple systems of power and oppression. These harmful systems do not teach us how to center care and compassion in our thoughts or our actions. They are set up to abuse power and cause people harm based on their race, indigeneity, gender, sexuality, ability, class, religion, and/or place of origin. Practicing consent and care in our daily lives is one way we can push back against violence and harm to others.
Right. Consent is something we practice every day. So what does consent look like?
Consent lies in mutually communicated emotional, physical, and psychological agreement between people, free from coercion or force. It's important to communicate and not to assume.
Absolutely. Communication is the key. All of us want to hold ourselves and each other accountable to the culture of the consent. However, sometimes despite our best efforts, harm can occur. Sexualized and gender-based violence may deeply impact the members of our community. Anyone can experience or perpetuate that harm.
Luckily, we can all learn more about it to prevent it from happening. There are some amazing examples of places on campus that you can go to seek support, explore what justice can look like, and learn about how to practice consent in your daily life. These resources are available to all students of all genders and offer amazing opportunities to connect with and learn from others. They can also offer support if you ever need it. The Anti-Violence Project supports the prevention of violence from the lenses of intersectionality, anti-colonialism, and collective care.
They offer free, non-institutional, drop-in, peer-to-peer support and workshops on consent, setting boundaries, and supporting the survivors of violence throughout the year.
The Office of Student Life can also offer information, resources, and support for any student experiencing concerns about violence or student conduct on campus. They offer a space to listen to your experiences, navigate paths forward, and explore options for resolution and accountability. You can reach out to Student Life at any time.
Equity and Human Rights is an office that can answer all the questions and offer support if you or you know someone who experiences harm, discrimination, harassment, or sexualized violence at UVic. The Sexualized Violence Resource Center is located within Equity and Human Rights. They provide education on understanding consent as well as the sexualized violence prevention and support. They have tons of free workshops and resources on topics like anti-oppression, gender diversity, employment equity, and many more.
At UVic, there are many spaces to create accountable community, build relationships, and explore our identities. In the Student Union Building, the SUB, you can check out many student-led advocacy and affiliated groups. The Native Students Union, the Gender Empowerment Center, Pride Collective, Students of Color Collective, Society for Students with a Disability, UVic Sustainability, and the Campus Community Garden all strive to build community amongst students, advocate for social justice, and offer events and spaces to build relationships and have fun.
Additionally, the UVic Student Society events are always looking for volunteers, which is a great way to meet new people. You can even run for student council within your student society and actually make an impact on the student life in a really meaningful ways.
Another great way to get involved is through clubs and course unions. There are more than 150 clubs and course unions on campus. If you have a hobby or interest that you want to explore, from fencing to robotics, I bet you there's a club with like-minded folks already doing it. And if not, you can apply to start your own. UVSS clubs and course union days happen at the beginning of the fall and spring terms, where all the clubs table at the student union building so folks can ask questions and sign up for clubs that interest them.
The UVic campus community can be such a fun and a vibrant space, and there are so many ways to get involved in it. From joining one of the advocacy groups, clubs or course unions, to volunteering opportunities, to sports, games, and events.
UVic students know how to have a good time.
Thank you so much for spending time with us, for exploring all the opportunities which are available on the campus, for building a community, seeking support, and accessing wellness. We hope you feel a little bit more prepared and excited to join the UVic community.
We can't wait for you to find your community here. And don't forget to check out the resources below for more information on how to get support and connect at UVic.
And make sure to check out rest of the new Student Essential video series.
Bye!